Hello everybody, my name is Sean Turner, and today I'll be showing y'all and demonstrating how to throw a football. So today I'll be teaching y'all, as I said in my introduction, how to throw a football. There are three major components to throwing a football. One, the placement of the ball before the throw. Two, the placement of your hand and the accuracy of the throw, and the release of the ball. And three, the power you put into the throw. I'm going to start off with the holding and the placement of the football before you throw the ball. There's a lot of key components that go into throwing an accurate pass, and the beginning, the base, or the foundation of it is the way you hold the ball. The way I hold the football personally is I like to hold it with 3 fingers, with 2 off, my index and my thumb, while the other 3 are on the laces. I can't throw with my right hand right now with my dominant hand, so I'll be demonstrating with my left. This really helps me a lot, and it helps a lot of other professional athletes who use this, because when they throw the ball, it helps when you release the ball to get a nice little spin on the ball, and it helps the ball travel further and more accurately than rather than just throwing it any kind of way, or just holding the ball any type of way. The second key component to throwing the football is the release and the accuracy you put on the release of the football. So what a lot of quarterbacks do is they practice and they release throwing the ball up higher in their throwing motion compared to lower in their throwing motion. When you're rising, the ball has a higher chance of going over and in the direction of where you want to throw to, compared to if you throw it lower, where it could just hit the ground. So I'm gonna need a demonstrator from the crowd to come help me with this part of the speech. So if you could just stand like right there, stop. So like I said, this is about placement and accuracy. So a lot of quarterbacks will practice throwing it like this, higher, and it got to my target, even though he didn't catch it. Now, can I see the ball back, please? If I throw it like this, and I release it lower in my posture, it went straight to the ground, and he had no chance of catching the ball. This helps support the idea that throwing the ball higher in release helps get it to your target more accurately and more efficiently. And lastly, we have power. Power is a big part of throwing as well, which is the last part, where if you don't have power, you can't play quarterback. So right now, if I put no power into this pass with my assistant right there, and he's sitting there, and I throw the ball with barely any power, it bounces right in front of his feet. And why is that? Because I didn't put enough power into the ball. Now, if I get the ball back, and I throw it to him with enough power, it goes right to him. You see, he's too short to catch the ball, so that's also on my fault. But with the right amount of power, it can get to your target just like he threw it to me. Now, if I throw it a little bit too hard, which I accidentally did on the medium pass, no, come forward. Don't go back. Come forward. And I throw it too hard, I can't control where the ball is going. That is because when you throw it too hard, you lose accuracy and you lose placement on the football. So just to recap real quick, 3 of the most important components of throwing the football is the release and the placement of the ball before you throw it in your hand. Like I said, if you throw it too high up in your motion or too low up in your motion, it's not going to get to your target. Secondly, you have the accuracy or the spin you put on the ball, which is if I throw it without accuracy, it's going to go too short, it's going to go too far. And lastly is the power. If I throw it with not enough power, it's not going to get to your receiver. You throw it with too much, it's going to go over your receiver. With those components, there's a lot of players that are able to master, which helps them get to the next level. That is all. Thank you for watching my speech.